Dear students, we are commencing our class 12 session from today onwards. I extend my best wishes to all of you for the successful academic journey. Lectures will be uploaded daily by 9 am. We shall begin with the fundamental of partnership today. Wishing you all the best for the new session. Partnership. After the problems of sole proprietorship, we started partnership because there are so many limitations in the sole proprietorship. For example, lack of capital, risk bearing capacity very limited, one person, lack of continuity, then we introduce partnership. Partnership Act is 1932. Section 4 of Indian Partnership Act 1932, partnership is an agreement between two or more persons who have agreed to share future profits of a business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. These all are the characteristics of partnership. There must be at least two persons. There is an agreement sharing future profits of a business carried on by all or any of them, means features of partnership. Number 1, at least two persons. Number 2, there must be an agreement. Agreement may be verbal, may be written. Number 3, share future profits. Every person is interested to earn profits only, but if the firm occurs any losses, it must be borne by the partners. But we are doing business to share future profits of a business. Business means a regular activity. For example, if you are a cloth merchant, then you will purchase cloth from the market and will sell cloth to the market. And this is called your business. Carried on by all or any of them. Carried on by all or any of them acting for all. For example, A, B, C are partners. A is doing financing work, B is doing all computer related work, and C is doing marketing work carried on by all or any of them acting for all. We have decided that A will do all the work like financing, computer work and marketing, and we will give an extra remuneration to A. There is a relationship between principal and agent. Every person is principal for the another. For example, A, B, C are three partners. A is principal for B and C, B is principal for A and C, and C is principal for A and B. Everyone is liable for the work done by the others because there is a relation between principal and agent. Now, what are the rights of a partner? Number 1, rights. Number 1, every partner has right to share profits of a business, either by agreed ratio, and if ratio is not given, then by equal proportion. Every partner has right to take part in the business. Number 3, every partner has right to check accounts books, or everyone can keep a copy of accounts. Number 4, every partner must be consulted. Without consultations of each other, no one can do any work. Number 5, every partner has right to disallow the admission of any partner. Means there must be a no objection certificate by all partners at the time of admission of any partner. Number 6, if a partner has given loan to the firm, he has right to take interest on loan at agreed percentage, or if rate is not given, then at the rate of 6%. Number 7, if any partner has incurred any expenses on behalf of partnership firm, then he has right to cover these expenses from the partnership firm. He has right. He can charge these expenses from the partnership firm. Number 8, every partner has right to take proper notice of each transaction. No partner can be expelled by the majority of partners. He will not be expelled by the majority. Now, partnership deed. Now we are going to do our second topic, partnership deed. Since partnership is the outcome of an agreement may be verbal, may be written, means there must be some terms and conditions which will be followed by all the partners. And if the agreement is in written form, then it is called partnership deed. What are the content of partnership deed? Number 1, name and address of firm. Name and address of partners. Nature of business. What is the nature of business? What is the commencing date of your business? Closing period of your account or closing date of your account. Either you are going to close your account on the calendar year or in the financial year period, on 31st March every year or 31st December every year. Amount of capital introduced by the partners. What is the rate of interest on capital? Interest on drawings. If there is any salary, bonus, commission. What is the profit sharing ratio? What are the rules regarding admission, retirement, amalgamation or conversion of partnership firm into company? But these two topics are not in detail in 12th class syllabus. Next, if there are any disputes, what are the rules regarding settlement of these disputes? Rules regarding goodwill at the time of admission, at the time of retirement, at the time of death. Either you are going to apply Garner versus Murray rule. Garner, Murray and Wilkins are three partners. Wilkins became insolvent, but Garner and Murray decided to continue that firm. This rule is called Garner versus Murray rule. Either you are going to apply this rule or not. Now, the important point is, very important point in all chapters from 1st to 5, rules applicable in the absence of partnership deed. Number 1, if there is no partnership deed, you have to apply these 8 rules in all chapters. Number 1, if profit sharing ratio is not given, then ratio be equal. Number 2, no interest on capital be provided. Number 3, no interest on drawings be charged. Number 4, no admission without the permission of all partners. Number 5, no any salary, bonus, commission or any other remuneration be given. Every partner can participate in business. Number 7, every partner has right to watch accounts books. If any partner has given any loan, then interest on loan be at the rate of 6% per annum. In our next lecture, we will do limited liability partnership and the difference between limited liability partnership and partnership. Thank you, students.